The UFC is back at the Apex this weekend. A couple of fights of note. I just wanted to get these out there. Luana Pinheiro taking on Angela Hill in women's strawweight. Two ranked fighters going head-to-head. Pinheiro is 30 years old, born in Brazil, training at Nova União, 11-2 with 2 wins by knockout, 5 by submission, 1 knockout loss, and 1 decision loss on the resume. Her last fight was her first knockout loss as she falls to Amanda Ribas at the Ultimate Fight Night show in November of 2023 that ended a 9-fight winning streak, and as mentioned before, was the first time that she had been finished. She's 3-1 in the UFC. She's been with the promotion since 2021, an alumni of Dana White's Contender Series. She is a judo black belt, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt, a pro since 2016. Cool Bet has her as a plus 130 underdog. Angela Hill, 39 years old, born in Maryland, training at Alliance MMA, 16-13 for her MMA career, 5 wins by knockout, 11 by decision. She's been submitted twice and has lost by decision 11 times. Her most recent bout came just a few days before Pinheiro's last fight in November of 2023, where she won by unanimous decision over Denise Gomez. She's won 3 of her last 4 after a 3-fight losing streak. 11 straight fights have gone to the judges. The last time that it didn't was back in January of 2020. So a whole ass pandemic has happened between Angela Hill's either being stopped or stopping an opponent. She's been in the UFC a couple of times, consistently since 2017. She is 11-13 in the Ultimate Fighting Championship and a pro since 2014. She is currently listed at plus 110 at 888. Sport. This is a really interesting fight for me. Pinheiro gets a step up in competition and loses. So now, I'm not speaking ill of Angela Hill. I think the world of her as a fighter, but Amanda Ribas, she is not. And you have Hill kind of up on this rise right now. She's won 3 of 4 after a couple of really disappointing losses. And the one loss is to Mackenzie Dern. And so it does kind of feel like maybe we have a couple of ships passing here. The experience edge and all of it goes to Angela Hill. I just think her ability on the feet is going to get her the victory here, probably by decision. But I do think Angela Hill ends up getting a decision win here. And then in the main event, it is Edson Barbosa taking on Lerone Murphy in the featherweight division. Barbosa is now 36 years old, born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, training at Ricardo Almeida BJJ and ATT, America Top Team. 24-11 for the career, 1 win by submission, another 11 by knockout. He has been knocked out 4 times and submitted twice. His last fight was a unanimous decision win over Sadiq Youssef back in October of 2023, giving him back-to-back wins. It was his first decision win since 2020. He's 4-2 in his last 6, 2 wins by knockout, 2 wins by decision. He's been in the UFC since 2013. He fought and made his UFC debut on UFC 123. Rampage versus Machida. That was the main event. The co-main event is BJ Penn against Matt Hughes. He fought before the Spike TV prelims. So if you were going to get Edson Barbosa's UFC debut, you're either going to have to wait for UFC Unleashed or buy the DVD. That's how long this cat has been fighting. He's been in the UFC, like we said, for a very long time. 18-11 in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. His first UFC loss was to Jamie Varner, which just feels like another generation or 2 ago. He's been a pro since 2009. He's listed as plus 130 at Cool Bet. Murphy, 32 years old, born in Manchester, England, training at Manchester Top Team, 13-0-1 with 7 knockout wins, coming off of a unanimous decision win back at the Ultimate Fight Night card in July of 2023. He's won 5 in a row since a draw in his UFC debut, 2 by stoppage, 3 by decision. This will be his first fight in North America. He's only fought in England and Abu Dhabi. He's been a pro since 2016, a BJJ blue belt, plus 110 at 888 Sport. I like the underdog in this. I like Barbosa. Again, Murphy has not fought anyone as close to as good as Barbosa is, and I just feel like even at 36 years old, Barbosa is still a high-level striker, technically incredibly sound, and he's still got some pop in those things. Coming off a decision win, but still, that was his first since 2020. So the man still has finishing power. He still has the ability to kind of keep you at bay. I think he dictates how this fight goes. I think it's an interesting fight. I think it's a close fight, but I think Barbosa ends up getting the win.